you've had all this time while I've been on, and you haven't...
Evening, folks. This is Nick Dunks. We are back with TFSL Friday after a short break. The difference is we're doing it on a Thursday, okay? But by the time you lads see it, it will be Thursday. I'm joined by Jonny and by Mick. How you doing, lads?
Hi, guys.
Evening, Dunks.
And our special guest this week is Sheffield United boss Harvey Taylor. How are you, fella? All right?
I'm all right, gents.
Good
to be here.
We'll start with you then, Harvey. How's the start of the season gone at Sheffield United, mate?
It's gone quite well. I was worried before we started the season because we've got a slim squad still, but we've been a lot better with our strategies as we've played other clubs, and we've got some decent results, especially at home. We seem to be stronger at home than we are away, but we sit in mid-table at the moment, and we're doing all right.
Yeah. It's quite tight in that division at the moment as well. Like you said, it's quite a start, really, isn't it, Harvey?
It is.
How many points off playoffs are you, Harvey?
I got close. I don't know without looking, and I can't look yet. So I think we're about 5-6 points off playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
It's only 3 points.
You're only 3 points.
3 points. Oh, even better.
Doing yourself an injustice there, pal.
Okay. We're going to go back.
Don't put yourself down. That's our job.
And he concentrated on the Thursday game last week. So we're just going to go back in time now and have a look at last Sunday. We're going to highlight a few games. We're going to start in Division 1. Super Sunday for me. We had Chelsea versus Liverpool, which was 2 each. And we had Spurs versus City, which was 2 each. So you've got 4 big sides there going at it, lads. Jonny, you're one of the men involved there. How did you see that game, mate? 2-2 with Spurs.
I think it was a fair result, pal. Yeah, I was a bit nervous because after all Tom's antics about trying to make me nervous, you know, it worked. It worked. Bless his cotton socks, you know. Kept doing videos saying I was the one who, you know, it was an embarrassment if I didn't go there and attack him. And I thought, then is he trying to get in my head here? Does he want me to attack him? Does he want me to defend? And I thought, you know what, bollocks to him. I'm going to just play my own game, and that's what I did. And yeah, it's 2 apiece, fair result. But I do have to say, I'm not making excuses, but I was without Ronaldo, so
yeah,
big miss. So he's back tonight. But, it's fair result, 2 apiece, fair played. Well played, Tom.
Lads, the other game was 2 each, Chelsea and Liverpool. With Mick, you're Arsenal, you're in the mix. Was you happy with both them results then, from an Arsenal perspective?
I think it were expected, to be honest, to cancel each other out. It'd take something special, you know, to divide them. I mean, the teams this year are getting ratings-wise are closer and closer together than they ever have been. So, I mean, it's going to be hard in any of these games to divide any at top 6. Sometimes they'll draw, sometimes they'll win. I
know I keep saying it on Facebook, boys, but this is going to be one serious title challenge, I tell you. Well, we're talking like, even right up to end of the season, I think it's going to be one of 5 or 6 teams. It's going to be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I'm really pleased to see Celtic up there this season under McKenna.
Yeah,
doing well.
You know, they was under relegation.
They were flirting about with relegation, weren't they?
Exactly, and he come in at the end of last season. He's done a wonderful job there, and he's reaping the rewards now. And then you got Everton as well. They've got off to a decent start under Andrew Lane. Other results, Mick, you thumped West Ham, and I predicted a 1-1 draw on my prediction. I was a bit wrong, weren't I, mate? I said on that show, this game would prove where Mick's heading. If you'd have drew or lost that game, I said you'd probably be playing for top 4. I said if you beat them kind of teams, you're in with a shot. Beating teams like that, Mick, you know, you've got to be up there as a threat for the title.
Well, I hope so. That's when I took over Arsenal. This is where I eventually wanted to be, challenging, if not winning, title. And with results like that, it looks like we're getting there slowly but surely.
Yeah. One more thing on Division 1 this week. Jonny, your deal. Okay, you've brought in Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice deal, and you've banked a few quid at the same time. Yeah.
11 million.
You happy with your deal?
Yeah, of course I am. Over mum.
Is this a knock-on effect from Tom? Again, on that deal, do you think? Is that a knock-on effect? You've got this. Well,
what do you mean by that, buddy?
Well, Tom sold him and overpaid on players, and you've come in and done a deal, bang on money. So it's a sort of knock-on effect from Tom's earlier deal in the season, isn't it?
Well, I suppose he put Sterling out there to be bought. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Basically, to try to speed it up, I listened to someone on a Sunday called Transatlantic Express, and they do all about other leagues, foreign European leagues, and they have all experts in. And they were saying that Coutinho is really struggling to find a position to call his own at Barcelona, and even so in the Brazil side as well. He's been. They're trying to play him. They tried to buy him to replace Iniesta, but he's not a midfielder. He's more like where Sterling plays, really. And that Ousmane Dembele is keeping him out of Barcelona side. So I just don't think he's doing so well. So I got offered £51 million for him, and there was Sterling sitting there at 40 million. I thought there's £11 million to be made there. So no brainer.
Dunks on that deal as well. Me and Jonny did seriously look into James's 5 month from selling a player to buying, and Jonny was about 3 weeks past
6 months I sold him.
Yeah, well, that's it.
So he did everything above board. We did look at when Jonny actually sold him and when he bought him, to make sure we weren't breaking any rules.
Plus, Jonny, you probably sold him at a loss at long term, didn't you, mate? Because you sold him when he was, what, 92?
92, yeah.
So, I mean, there's no profit in it for you at all, was there? So.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I traded him off for Mbappe, mate, so I'm not crying.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right, lads, is there any other Division 1 results what stood out for you on Sunday? Or should we move into Division 2? Because obviously we've got to go through tonight's results yet. Well, so
let's move it on.
Division 2, the two games what stuck out for me was Swansea versus Norwich, and the two great squad builders there going at it, and Daniel Hughes won that battle. Well done, Daniel. Huge win that. And the other game what stuck out for me, Brighton, who are a big team in Division 2, got a good side. They went down 2-0 to Villa, and Simon was our guest last time on, and they was really struggling. So that's a huge result there for Simon. So big heads up to Simon there. Top result.
That is a massive result for Simon.
Absolutely, yeah. That was the result what stuck out for me in Division 2. How about you, Harvey? Was there any results stuck out for you?
Yeah, mine.
Yeah.
2-2 draw at home with Queen's Park Rangers.
Yeah.
You realise I got sent off, don't you? I took the water bottle at ref. Went mental. They went 3-1 up, and it just went mad. So I ended up getting sent off to the stands for abusing ref. It turned out that it were offside. So and we ended up scoring and getting a 2-2 draw. So game of the week for me, that.
Good stuff.
A 2-2 draw?
Sorry?
Did you just say a 2-2 draw, Harvey?
2-2 in the end, yeah.
Oh, that's clever, because you said QPR went 3-1 up.
They did. Well, that's what was going through my head. They scored, and then it got dismissed, but it was too late then. I'd already kicked off.
Okay, I'll go into Division 3. Quick look. The two games, what stood out for me, you got Blackburn, Richie. Then he had one win, and he was playing Darius Martin Walters, who was on fire. They was a third at the time, and Richie won that 2-0. So that could be a return to form for Richie. The other result was the top of the table clash with Plymouth versus Millwall, and Andy Martin's Plymouth turned over Noisy there. So Noisy's having a little bit of a crisis there in Division 3, mini crisis. Of course, in 10 minutes' time, the results could be in, and that could be all transformed. Any fixtures jumping out at you from Sunday there, lads, or do we move on to Division 4?
No, I mean, like I said, Millwall's were a bit of a shock because we've all been singing praises a Millwall since they've been coming down, but it just proves that no game is unwinnable. You know, for Plymouth. You know what I mean? They've gone there. But I mean, Richie's been like really self-critical of his son on Facebook last couple of weeks. You know what I mean? He's been beating his son up big style. So it's nice to see him. Look, it looks like they're turning a corner. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to Division 4. The big game, one of the big games was Dundee versus Cork, and that's Rob's team, and that was a 2-2 draw. So a decent result there, I thought, for both sides. Ross County had a team at the top. That's Liam Piggott. They're unbeaten in 6, I believe, which is some good going. The other result, which really sticks out for me, and I'm a bit biased because it's my old team, St Mirren, and that's Albion, 2-0 win over Dundalk. I think St Mirren are now really got a good foundation to kick on under Albion. He's really mopped up the Argentinian reviews, and I'm really excited for him for the first time because I felt sorry for him at St Mirren because it's my old team. I spent a lot of the money on a few risers and left him not in the best position. He had to play a waiting game, which I'd have had to play if I was still there. So I'm really pleased to see Albion kicking on.
Great manager as well.
He is. He's a cracking lad. Yeah. Right, lad.
Kilmarn at 3-0 at Falkirk. That's a nice little away win as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Falkirk are really struggling this year, aren't they? Another one was Motherwell versus Burton because Andrew Flint was on a good run last time we mentioned the show. Last time he was on the show, but he's really I don't think he's 1-4 since we last done the show, so that's worrying for Andrew.
Jinxed him.
And he did that last season though, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, I think he gets busy with work. I don't know. You can never back on Andrew. He's a great guy, but I think work ruins his team's chances on SM sometimes. Right, lads. I'm gonna go into a minute silence now for Emiliano Sala. So we're going to start that now, guys. Brilliant, lads. Thanks for that.
Just want to say our thoughts and prayers are with Cardiff City Football Club, with non-football club, and obviously Emiliano's family, friends and family.
Harvey.
Yes.
It's down your neck at Woods. It's happened, isn't it, really?
It's just literally 25 mile away. But
really puts life in perspective, lads, don't it?
It does, boys. It does, yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know how hard it is for me to stay silent for a full minute? That's, it's really hard.
Right, this is the new feature then. We're going in now. The good, the bad, the ugly. Okay, lads? I'm going to name mine first, okay?
Go for it.
The good, I've gone for Anthony Ramator at Hearts. They're unbeaten in 6. 3 points clear, top of Division 3. So Anthony's done fantastic. Brilliant stuff, Anthony. Well done. The bad, unfortunately, is West Bromwich Albion, the old mucker Ian. Just to show I'm not picking people who aren't my friends. 6 defeats, Ian. Sorry, pal. Terrible run. So you're the bad. And the ugly is Newcastle and Shamrock Rovers. That's Ross Darlington at Newcastle and Andy Guest. Because they've not changed their team in the cup this week. I think that's poor.
Where are they?
Well, Newcastle. Ross Darlington. He's playing.
I mean, where are they? Because I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, exactly. You know that they're playing Liverpool tonight, I believe. And
have you looked at physical side of Newcastle, Dunks? They're in an absolute mess. I mean, they've got players at 44% fitness.
Well, can I raise a question? Why have we got 18 players sat on sidelines waiting to join this competition while we've got people like him running it?
Well,
can we not send an email over and say, look, it's not working out. Time to move on. Because we're not going to keep these 18 lads on waiting list forever.
No, I totally agree.
Have you looked at physicals for tonight's game? I mean, Phil's got, when you're talking about a title race, and no disrespect to Phil, but he's got a gimme today. I mean, he should be able to field any decent side up. And
this will go into Sunday as well, I believe. I don't know who he's got Sunday, but asking to throw, I believe he won't have a team out for Sunday, if not a full strength team anyway. So,
no. And that's even if he changes his team, after tonight's game. I mean, he's got 4 that's not match fit. I'm just having a look away. Has got on Sunday because they've got another gimme away. I hope it's me that he's playing.
Then you've got Andy Guest at Shamrock. Yeah,
Celtic. Dunks, it's Celtic. He's got some.
Exactly. So that could it could decide the title race at the end of the season. I think against all these active managers, that's a kick in the teeth to them all. Personally, that's my opinion. I'm not happy about that. And Andy Guest at Shamrock. In TFF, he's done it. In NYT, he's done it. And now he's doing it in TFSL. He's at a Division 4 club, but it shouldn't matter what club he's at. It's poor.
Yeah. Do you think Andy Guest won him, let's be fair, because at Shambles at Newcastle? Or obviously Andy's got to do his homework, even Shamrock Rovers. But I think if you'd imagine if Newcastle would have fielded an 100% fit team, then I can't see that result being. It could have been different.
The thing is, we've all sat on this show and we've all praised Ross. We've all praised him, great manager, haven't we? All of us.
Yeah.
Up at Newcastle, and then he's gone and done that, which is poor, Ross. I'm sorry, mate. I like you as a person, but that's poor form. Poor form for me.
I mean, I don't know reasonings. There might be a legit reason. He might have been ill. I mean, Rochi were, quite ill. I know he set his team, but in maybe different circumstances, he could have led his Huddersfield Tango when he were quite ill. So we don't know history behind it if there is a legit reason. But if it's just because he can't be bothered to log in, then it is a bit poor, Dunks.
Absolutely.
We've got 2 minutes to let people know, though, don't it? If you're going through a time where you can't post, just let somebody know.
Yeah, well said, Harvey.
We won't be having these questions, would we?
Yeah, well said, Harvey.
Oh, you've got 18 guys kicking their heels to get in as well.
Are we going to get them in? Are we going to get them in? What's the turnover of managers?
I've just picked out 2 managers there, but there's a few others who are inactive as well. But these 2 have been caught out by the cup. Yeah, but there are a few others, isn't there? And,
there's a whole page of Rob's list.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you can understand any manager, but your lower league sides, but when you're at a top club like Newcastle and you're shaping future who could actually win this league, and whether Newcastle win it or not, they are going to play a big part of it next week in shaping eventual maybe.
They held me to a draw in game match 2.
Well, how would you feel, Jonny, if you lose on goal difference on the last day to Liverpool and they not?
Yeah.
Right. How would you feel?
Yeah, gutted.
Yeah. Mick, how would you feel if you
absolutely
lose?
Gutted? And to be fair, if I did win on goal difference to Liverpool, I don't think Phil would be actually that happy that he won it that way.
No.
That's
what I mean. It's bad all round. Bad. No one wins from the situation. Anyway, let's go on to it. Harvey, did you do a good, bad, and ugly for me, mate?
I did. My good in TFSL this week is Rob's scouting for managers. Brought in 7 this week. It's on to the betting list.
Yeah.
Hats off to Rob. I think that's brilliant. That's my good thing. My bad thing is the last list on the activity chart, the last page of managers that haven't done much. So I'm I'm spitting my dummy out. You need to do more, lads. And my ugly in TFSL was going to be in Imber's shocking run, but as you've gone for it, Dunks, I'm going to change and I'm going to go for Dundalk.
Oh, right,
6 on the bounce, 6 on the loss. What is going on?
Yeah.
Sort team out.
Who's the manager of Dundalk?
I didn't write it down.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh no, I've got the wrong one up there. Go on. Well, I'm fine.
Michael Hannon.
Michael Hannon. Michael's new, isn't he? New to the game world. Yeah, Mickey.
Yeah. All right, let you off, Michael.
Right.
Michael, I like Michael. I've been in touch with him a bit. He's a nice lad.
Mick, Jonny, are you done a joint effort or you done one each?
One each.
One each. Go on in, Jonny. We'll go with you first, bud.
Right. So I'm new to this, so it's going to get better as weeks go by, hopefully. But so my first good is Celtic. How they've turned it around. They were flirting about with relegation last season, and they're flying high this season. So my good is Celtic.
Brilliant.
My bad, I'm afraid to say, this is going to be the third time he's had his name mentioned. He needs to have a look at himself, Ian Imber. But it's not for the same reason as what you guys have said.
Oh,
My bad was when I looked at match of the day from Ian Imber, and we had Super Sunday and we had Tottenham, Man City, and Chelsea, Liverpool, and his match of the day was Norwich, Swansea, and I was really.
He's from Division 2. What do you expect?
Really? So that's my bad, and my ugly was what's he called? Mark Stewart playing defensive at home against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Playing defensive at home, mate. What's he doing, man? What's he doing?
Yeah, tactical genius.
That's my ugly.
Mick, your turn, boy. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Right. My good, and I don't think people realise how difficult it is, but I know me saying, is Jonny's just found out how to post on Facebook and reply to comments. It's so hard, and I'll tell you something, I mean, if anybody who has patience to go and learn this game world and then and learn how to do it blind and then actually he's figured out how to post. There's no stopping him now. If you've noticed,
he's on fire.
Have you noticed, Harvey? Every bloody post, it's Jonny Carnage. He's like a virgin. He's like a virgin having it for the first time. He can't get enough now. He's posting every other minute. So that's my good for this week.
Well done, Jonny.
My bad is following on what Dunk said. I didn't know he was going to post it a bit like this. I thought he was going to post his ugly batting activity. But his Newcastle's loss to Shamrock Rovers, it were an home. It were at home as well. And he got turned over 3-2,
Yeah.
And, teams like Newcastle shouldn't be getting turned over with Shamrock. I don't care whether you put your reserves out, you shouldn't be doing. I mean, like I say, I'm not, praises to Shamrock Rovers manager for doing it in the first place. Let's not forget that. My ugly this week is I've just had a look at Barzagli, Reading defender. He's played 6 games. He's got 4 yellows and 1 red card in 6 games. Now,
wow,
that's a dirty old Italian player. That
it's just a bit slower than everybody else, isn't he?
It must be. He must be chopping them down. He's certainly chopping them down like a woodcutter. You know what I mean? If you're getting 4 yellows and a red card in 6 games, I mean, I don't know what Reading manager thinks, but it must be like playing with 10 men all the time because he's never there.
That's camp.
I like that. That's a brilliant find, that last one, Mick. Top stuff, buddy.
So that's my ugly for week.
Okay, lads, this will be a regular edition each week. Please don't take offence if you're mentioned. Well, in some cases, maybe, but...
Feel free to come back on and fight back. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Right. The next thing was... where were we? Should all Division 1 managers be socially active? Harvey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every division should be active, no matter which team you've got. This is why we're here.
Yeah. Totally. I'm totally with you there. Mick?
Yeah, I think so as well. And like I say, it just relates to Jonny breaking his virginity, and now he can't get enough. You know, his social activity's gone up, and we'll probably see more. But I think, you know, if Jonny can do it, there's no reason why me and anybody else, not just in Division 1, but all along board, that can do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Jonny?
Sorry?
Oh, my God.
You know what I've just been doing, boys?
No.
I've got tonight's results up in front of me.
Jonny, are you gonna answer that question?
About being active?
Should all Division 1 managers be active?
Yeah, of course they should.
Okay.
Of course they should. And especially, we keep going on about it, but your top sixes and all that. I mean, it was great getting Tom in at Tottenham because he took that over and he was active. They've sorted Chelsea out because Youssef was inactive. Fed up of talking about Dan Smith not being active, but how he gets away with it, I don't know.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I just
I want to call some more out. You know, it's not just your top six, but Dirt at Southampton, whoever's the guy at Leicester, you just never hear a thing, not a thing.
The next question is then to Harvey again. What is an active manager in your opinion?
An active manager is somebody who's got a feed waiting for me every time I log on in the morning while I'm eating breakfast. Somebody who comments a lot. Somebody who supports the rest of the managers in the game world and shows an interest in the reports that get written by everybody else. That's an active manager.
Nice. That last point. Spot on, Harvey. I like that.
Yeah.
Mick, what do you think is an active manager, mate?
I think what we do here and every manager that comes on, may I point out though, lads, that this is not mine, Jonny's and Dunk's show, it's everybody's show. And if anybody's got any ideas how we can improve it, we're always, like James, with the good, bad and the ugly, we'll get better at it. But I think as we research more, but I think if anybody's got any good ideas, you know, how to improve show and different angles, have a word with Dunks and James and pass it through their heads, and obviously we'll try his best to feature it if it gets go ahead. So, you know, it's not my show, it's not Jonny's show, it's not your show, Dunks, it's everybody, and that's why we like more guests on to get their point of view. And if we need to approach Summit or we need fresh ideas, by all means, don't talk to me, talk to James, talk to Dunks, and if they go ahead, we're always quite happy to do a bit of research and go with flow.
Yeah, but for all them managers out there who don't come on the show, say, what should they be doing to be active, then, Mick? To my question.
Well, I mean, we can't all do the same thing. I mean, there's that Dan Shoe Bogdan that does his little bit, and I really enjoy them team of the weeks. There's a couple of others. There's manager of the week. Different people do as much as what we're doing in this show for TFSL. But if you can't think of something that's specifically yours to own, then obviously comment regular and just keep everybody informed where your team's going, you know, and post a few posts with some photos, hopefully, and some facts and figures.
Surely all you have to do, you know, if you're not on Facebook, fair enough. But I mean, even I can work bloody Facebook, so there's no excuses really. Failing that, newsfeed. Just put something up about your game, either pre-match or post-match.
Okay, next question is something Rob Rose in his last show he done. He wanted us to ask what we think is a top manager. What do you class as a top manager, Harvey?
Somebody who is on the ball all the time, good at scouting, good at seeing risers, tactically brilliant. Somebody who knows the tactics and how to counter them. Yeah, somebody like that.
Yeah.
It's not something you can do half-heartedly, is it? You need to be active. You need to be looking, doing a lot of reading, doing a lot of research. that's the good managers. But I thought when I joined TFSL that the manager on here would want to aspire to be as good as they could get anyway. So I thought everybody was going to be like this.
Yeah,
I certainly am. I'm reading and doing all sorts to try and catch up with best in this league. Because I don't want to be bottom. I'm sure nobody else does.
Absolutely. Mick, what do you regard?
Well, that's a good manager. Somebody who can adjust the team to accommodate different teams. I had a look when I played West Ham, and he played Chelsea and won. And Mark played a 4-2-3-1-B, and had an idea that West Ham had played same formation. And obviously I approached it a slightly different way. I went 4-2-3-1-A, did a few things different to what Chelsea did, went through middle rather than down wings, and I just did my research. Sometimes it don't work, don't get me wrong, but somebody who's always out there trying, doing the research, looking at who they're playing, looking at their formation, because there's quite a few managers that don't change them week in, week out. And I'll give you a little example. Me and Jonny, we said we weren't going to mention out, but you've just asked.
Oh, you're letting us cat out it bag, mate.
Corn makes still beans.
Well, me and Jonny have set up a series of friendlies between us, and we've filled up all slots home and away. And because I'm weaker side ratings wise, so I'm a weaker team. Johnny's as strong as ratings wise is a stronger team. So Johnny's setting up a system where he plays 4-2-3-1-B all the time, and I'm coming at him every friendly I can get. I wish I could fill more friendlies. And I'm playing different formations against 4-2-3-1-Bs, because it's probably the most popular formation, not just in TFSL, but in probably all game worlds that I'm about. And if we can find a formation that actually breaks and beats it week after week, and I'm on about like me, an inferior team rating-wise, beating a Man City, you know what I mean? Yeah. Then and so these are little things that I think add to a quality manager. We're not always going to get right, but we're striving to succeed and striving to better ourselves.
Well said, mate.
Jonny?
Activeness, obviously. Activeness. You've got to be active to be a good, to be classed as a quality manager.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just going to reiterate what Mick says. I think someone who thinks about the tactics a lot. There's a lot of managers, top managers out there who play the same formation home and away, and I don't get that.
Yeah,
because obviously your team's different home and away, so why do you play the same tactics home and away? I mean, there's no right and wrong to this, so I'm open to people coming back on and saying why they play it same home and away. But for me, I don't, or have a look at what other people are playing and adjust accordingly. But yeah. You've got to be more tactically inept, I think.
Okay, my take on it is, 4 different game worlds. I like to see a manager who can win Division 4 with, say, Dundalk. Can go in a Division 3, say, with, I don't know, a Blackburn Millwall type, win that.
Build a squad.
Win Division 2 with a team and can compete at the top level as a team.
That's a good call, that. Have you seen anyone do it?
I have, yeah.
Who's that then?
In pretty much every game world, I've seen Mark Stewart do something of that type.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to name a top manager, and Mark Stewart is my a person I'd call a top manager for that reason. He's not perfect. He makes the odd mistake. I'm sure he does, but he is my definition of a top manager. And you've got to be active as well. Mark's active.
I mean, I agree, Dunks. I mean, if he's winning things in all divisions, or a manager's winning things in all divisions, but because in every game we'll say you're Manchester United or you're Chelsea or you're Arsenal, that don't make you the top manager.
Yeah, you see, I haven't seen Mark Stewart at a low league club. You see,
well, he did well at Derby. That's why he got
not a
Chelsea.
Low league club, is it? That's not a Division 4 or 3 club, is it?
No, but what I'm saying is, if a manager can cut it like Dunk says in all 4 divisions, I mean, but just to say you're winning trophies and you're Man United manager, don't necessarily classify you as a good manager.
No.
or Arsenal. I'm not picking on. I'm just. It could be any at top 6 or even top 12 teams. You know what I mean?
Someone will come at me now and say, "Well, I've seen a manager who's gone through Division 4, Division 3, Division 2, and got to Division 1 with the same club." Yeah, and I'll say, "Yeah, brilliant achievement." And then I've seen that type of manager manage a top 6 club, and he can't do it.
Yeah.
That don't. So that puts someone like Mark Stewart to me who can do all of it as a top manager. That's my argument. That'd be my counter to that.
Would you like to know tonight's results, Dunks?
That's our next thing, actually, mate. So should we go there? Are you all ready to have a look, lads?
Do you want me to read Division 1 results out to you?
Yeah, go for it. Go on then, Johnny. You read Division 1.
Yeah, this is a new feature. Johnny Carney's reading out Division 1 results.
Okay.
What's he called? John Champion. Do I have to put a champion voice on? Cardiff City 3. Derby County 0.
Ooh.
Celtic 2. Chelsea 1.
Oh!
Massive for Johnny.
Talking about him.
Massive result.
Liverpool 5. Newcastle 1.
Okay.
Expected.
No
I'll
surprise
point
there.
That were expected.
I rest my case on what we said earlier, lads. On that result.
Yeah.
Huddersfield Town 2. Arsenal 0.
Oh.
Never.
Bloody hell. Mick.
Okay. No. Oh, I'll never hearing it, ending it from Rochi. He's still talking about cup final last year.
West Ham 3. Everton 3.
Oh, great game.
Burnley 0. Nottingham Forest 1. Manchester United 2. Watford 0.
Expected.
Leicester City 2. Wolverhampton 0. Southampton 0. Tottenham Hotspur 1. Ooh.
Just neat.
Yeah. Harry Kane's a machine for Tom Parfit.
Manchester City 2. Fulham 1.
Ooh.
Very well done, Mick.
Ooh. That was a bit.
Mick, does that put you now?
That concludes the fixtures.
Harvey, can I get you to read Division 2 as it's your division?
I say, lads,
Yeah.
I did maybe the only twice last year, twice this season, because Rochi plays 4-2-3-1-B all the time. Twice this year, 4-3-3-B's betting. Twice. Celtics turned him all 1-0.
We'll go back and look at the ins and outs of our matches after me. Let's go through the results first, bud.
Oh, shit.
Harvey,
Okay.
them?
This is the results for Division 2. Rangers 2, Preston North End 1.
Oh.
Reading 3, Sheffield United 1.
Oh.
Queen's Park Rangers 3, Southend 3. AFC Bournemouth 3, Bristol City 2. Brentford 0, Leeds United 1. Crystal Palace 0, Stoke City 1. West Bromwich Albion 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 3.
Oh.
Aston Villa 0, Swansea City 1. Norwich City 2, Sunderland 2. And Ipswich Town 1, Middlesbrough 2.
Some interesting results there. We'll dissect that later. I'm going to do Division 3 as it's my division. Mick, will you get ready to do Division 4 after, mate? Because
I will, mate.
It's still crying.
Right, here's Division 3 results.
Not only one.
Hull City 2, Hamilton 0. Barnsley 2, Bolton 1.
Go on, Barnsley.
Good.
Bums 1. Peterborough Dell off to a great start. Peterborough 1. Good point there. Aberdeen 1. Plymouth 0. Millwall Noisy 1. Bradford Kev 1. Hearts of Midlothian, the top team. 0. Gino Sheffield Wednesday 2.
Go on, Gino.
Livingston 1, Hibs 2. Get in,
Yeah.
Well done, done.
Wigan 2, Portsmouth 1. Shrewsbury
Big
1,
result for Telly there.
Blackburn 2. Good win for Ricky.
Ash.
Unlucky Ash. Derry 1, Charlton 1. Okay, that wraps Division 3 up. Division 4 then, Mick?
Right, Division 4, we got Partick Thistle 1, Dundee United 0. We've got Rob's old team Crusaders against Dundee, Crusaders 3, Dundee 0.
Wow.
You've got Cork City 3, St Johnstone 0. And then we've just been on about St Mirren, Wrexham 1, St Mirren 2.
Oh, well done.
Dundalk 1, Scunthorpe 1.
Well done, Dundalk.
Bohemian FC 1, Burton Albion 1. Motherwell 2, Coleraine 2. Rotherham 3, Falkirk 2. Kilmarnock 0, Ross County 2. And Shamrock Rovers, suffering a hangover, 0, Glenavon 1.
Right, brilliant. Thanks for reading them out, lads. Right, we're going to go back and dissect some of this in a minute. We're going to start in Division 4, but firstly, give us your feedback, lads. Do you think this part of the show is a great addition for following weeks? If you want this part of the show kept, because we're just trialling it this week, trial and error, let us know. If you're happy with this part of the show, it's something new. We were quite excited about it, but we want your feedback. It's your show, not ours, so get back to us on it. All right, so we'll start in Division 4 then, lads. Look at them results. The big standout result is Rob getting turned over by his own club. What do you think there, lads?
Yeah, he's going to be licking his wounds there, isn't
he? Yeah, absolutely. I didn't see that one coming. Did you?
No.
Dundee, can I just say, had 7 shots to Crusaders 5. Had more possession, and he's lost 3-0.
That 4-5-1, they always they create plenty, but they never seem to get many shots on target for me, that 4-5-1.
No. Good possession in midfield, but there's no goals at end, is there?
No. Hold on a minute, I've got to mute some, lads. I'm getting loads of notifications come through, and it's putting me off. Okay. What other results stand out in Division 3? Albion, we mentioned him earlier. Cracking win there, Albion, son. Well done. Against a very good Wrexham side. It's a great result. Cork City beating St Johnstone. That's a nice result as well.
I'm not sure how Warren's doing it league, but Warren got a win for Rotherham.
Yeah, Rotherham, they're around the playoffs. They're going well.
Richie's turned the corner again, Dunks. We're 2-1 win at Shrewsbury.
Yeah, Hammer's old team turned over by Ross County. That's Liam Smith at Ross County. Look, they're going really, really well. So we'll go into Division 3 now then, lads. It's my division. I'm buzzing with that win tonight because I was playing Antonio's team, and we was very evenly matched. So I'm really pleased with that. 5 wins on the bounce for me, lads, in all competitions.
Congrats.
Yeah, well done, Paul.
Well done, Dunks.
Hull City, a nice win for them, 2-0, wasn't it? What else jumps out at me? Thumbs versus Peterborough, Birmingham City. What do you think of that, lads? Peterborough really punching above their weight this season, and the Del Bonds, they was poor last season, weren't they, in Division 3?
Pavon seems to be knocking a few in for Birmingham, though. I saw him with a couple in his last game.
Yeah, he's got a formidable
from Sunday.
Yeah, it's a good job Thumbs ain't the greatest tactician, or we'd be in trouble. Millwall, they've ended their losing streak, but I don't know if Millwall will be happy with that. 1-1. Kev will be the happier of the two because Kev's had a little bit of a poor run.
Good result for Kev, that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well done, Kev.
The other team starting to look a little bit more ominous is Sheffield Wednesday under Gino. They didn't make the best start this season, but they're starting to click, I fear. And obviously Richie, two on the trot. Richie can kick on now. Martin Walters still having a good season, even though he lost to Richie last week. He's got a draw tonight, so he's back on track.
Only problem with Richie winning, he never posts on Facebook when he's winning. When he's losing, we get loads of posts off him.
Only sings when he loses.
Yeah, only sings when he loses, Richie.
Into Division 2 then, lads. Big win for Rangers, because Rangers were having a really disappointing season under Chris Senior. It's a huge win for him tonight against Preston.
Yeah, good result for him.
Took us
being on the show, good lad.
Yeah. Took us through your result, Harvey. How did you see it, mate?
I saw it not ending this way.
One thing that surprised me, Dunks, is Reading's actually, Barzagli at Reading's gone a match without getting a yellow card.
Yeah, that's calm, isn't it?
Yeah, Cam's destroyed me.
Yeah.
7 shots on target to 2. Looks like Sheffield United didn't turn up tonight. That's what happens when you get sent to the stand. Oh, thank you, darling. I've just been given a cup of tea by my daughter.
Brilliant. Lovely.
You text me.
Only because he texts me.
Southend.
I can't even pick them up.
Southend were top of the table going into tonight. They've got a draw, an 88th minute equaliser. That's Glenn. Keeps their good run alive. Michael Bowes, Bournemouth. That's a good win for Michael Bowes. Been struggling a little bit. But
good team there.
Pretty decent week. I think he's pretty close to turning the corner there.
Yeah, good result that.
Leeds United, another big side in this division. They got a win tonight, a much needed win. That's Scott Thomas, I believe, at Leeds. Stoke versus Palace. They're two sides what went down.
That was a big match, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Stoke come out on top.
No, did you say Stoke went?
Sorry, no. Stoke was in it last year, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big win for Stoke.
That's a shame that I've backed Crystal Palace to win league.
Yeah, it's Mark Rowland. Sorry, Mark said an indifferent.
It's not over yet, though, Harvey, pal.
Oh, aye, long way to go.
But good night, Ian. Oh dear, Ian will be disappointed. Another home defeat. He was a lot more competitive in this one. He was 2-0 up, lads.
Right, Ian.
3-2.
Ian, before next week, pal, you're my bad for next week.
Poor Ian.
I'm only joking, Ian.
Go again after tonight. Villa, they got to winning ways last week, but they've gone down to one of the big clubs, Swansea, tonight. But it was at home. That's Daniel Hughes again. That's 2 on the trot for him.
Young Clivert getting the winner.
Yeah, Norwich 2, Sunderland 2. That's I think Sunderland are near the bottom, so that's a good point for Sunderland. A good away point.
Yeah.
And then you got Ipswich versus Borough 2-1. Who's the Borough boss, lads?
In that.
It's Greg Clinton. Yeah. He's building a
good result for Ipswich. That.
Yeah.
Hey.
Very
good result for Ipswich.
We're going to go into Division 1 now, then, guys. Go on then, Mick. Talk us through what happened tonight now, bud.
Well, I looked at Roche. He plays his 4-2-3-1-B. He plays his adders, left back, right back, 7-11. So every game. So I looked at his past results thinking, right, like I'm saying with Jonny, if we find a formation that breaks this 4-2-3-1-B permanently, and I looked and he's lost recently against Celtic and another team, and he lost to a 4-3-3-B twice. And I thought, this is what to play. So I
said you were showing him too much respect.
Yeah, so I matched him up at 4-3-3-B, thinking, well, if Celtic did it, this is it. It's a formula that has worked against Roaches, and obviously it didn't work for me. So I'm just going to have a look at stats now.
Yeah,
cut you open. He's gone through the middle. He's cut you open and gone through the middle.
Yeah, but he's played 55% me, 15 shots against his 9, but he had 6 on target. And Old Guard did it for him again. Iniesta 2 goals. You know what I mean?
It's a bloody wind-up how these granddads keep getting limelight.
Well, as soon as he wants to make most of it, because as soon as Japan gets reviewed, I think he can wave bye-bye to his 93, to be honest. But he's milking him while he can, and like I said, fair play to him.
What result stands out for you in Division 1, Harvey?
Let's have a look quickly. Not everybody's probably choice this evening, but West Ham 3, Everton 3.
Yeah.
Cracking result.
That'd have been a
great game for the neutral.
The one what stands out for me is Celtic, Chelsea for me. That's a huge result for Celtic. And the question has to be asked now. Are Celtic live contenders for the title?
No.
Or are they just seriously overachieving? I've not seen the table, but they must be pushing on the top fours door after tonight.
Don't get me wrong, they're doing brilliant.
Yeah. But are they a bit short on Harvey at the moment?
I don't think they'll last. Sorry, Jonny, but I think I'd love to see them in top 6, don't get me wrong. But I don't think they'll last the distance.
It depends how far it goes in the cups.
Yeah. Statement of intent, though, to beat a top 6.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's a brilliant result. He played a 4-5-1 on that as well.
Yeah.
So, got less possession, less shots on target, comes away with a 2-1 win.
What did Fulham play against me tonight? Because they've done well to get 2-1. I've had 13 shots to their 3 on target.
Let me have a look. They played 4-2-3-1, mate.
They matched me up, yeah?
Yeah, the goalkeeper got a 10.
They must have done. 13 shots on target and I scored twice.
Yeah. 16%.
That's a good. I know he didn't get anything out of it, but it's not a bad result for Jonesy, that.
No, he's a pretty shrewd tactician, Jonny.
Yeah.
But it's all about getting points, Jonny. So you've got to keep winning, mate. You turned it round. Let's go and have a look at Tottenham. Let's go and have a look at their game. Let's see if he dominated against Southampton. He got 57% of the play, then Tom Parfit. But the 76th minute till Kane scored to win 1-0. He must have been sweating if he watched it live.
3 times as many shots on target.
Yeah.
It weren't going to happen.
No. But he's got Kane firing, lads. Dangerous.
Again, it just depends how far it goes in cups, I think.
Yeah. United, 2-0 wins. Dan's they were second going into tonight, I believe. So
now he's a manager who doesn't even sing when he's winning.
Yeah, they're two second half strikes. Lewandowski on the 52nd minute and Carajabal on the 83rd.
He's having a really good season.
Then 16 shots, 9 shots on target, and Watford had 39%, 7 shots, 3 on target. So I don't know.
Cardiff's done well. They've just signed that young Chelsea keeper, haven't they?
Yeah. Who is the Watford manager, guys? I don't know him.
I know it's an Argentine. Lionel.
No, this is Tony
Gouveia from Portugal.
It's that Portuguese guy who comes on once a season and gets his daughter to translate for him.
No, that's Antonio Pardell.
No, he's got 2 accounts.
No, but I played Antonio Pardell tonight, Jonny.
No, it's that. Is Lionel Gearberg?
No, Lionel Cardiff, mate.
Talking about Watford, Mick.
I'm on about Cardiff, mate.
Yeah. So no, but Antonio Pardell. I played.
It's not Antonio Pardell. It's Antonio.
Tony Gouveia. Antonio Gouveia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking. Johnny thinks that's the guy who comes on the translator. But that is Antonio Pardell, and Antonio, the other guy. His name is. Let me show you. I've got it here.
I'm just saying, Dunks.
Yeah.
I asked Rob all about this guy who's Watford manager.
But you're getting the wrong Antonio mixed up. There's 2 Antonios. It's not this guy, mate.
1,000%. He's done a video already for TFSL.
I've been speaking to him. So you're telling me he's got 2 accounts in this Facebook group?
Yeah.
So he's playing for. He's got 2 accounts in TFSL.
Not in TFSL, no.
Well, he must have, because he's just played me at Hibs tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling you now. He comes on, Portuguese guy, and he gets his daughter to translate, and he did a video, and he's the Watford manager.
Yeah, it's Tony Gouveia.
Yeah.
Same, it is him. I've seen the video as well.
Katrina who comes on and does the translating. Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the guy at Watford.
Fryer. Nothing to do with this Tony fella.
Is it not?
Yeah, nothing to do with him, mate. I'll tell you exactly who it is, and I'll show you on Facebook. Antonio Nugurea. Yeah? There he is on Facebook. Yeah? That is not.
I can't see.
Not Tony. There he is, look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? That is Anthony Pardell, who I played tonight, and Antonio Nugurea. It's not this Tony guy at Watford. Yeah? Or if you've got two accounts, Jonny, in TFSL.
Not in TFSL, but Rob says he does have two accounts.
He's got two SM accounts, but he's in this one as Antonio Pardell, who I played tonight, because we wished each other good luck earlier.
We bow to your better judgment, Dunks.
Pardon me French, but fuck knows what Watford manager is then.
Exactly, that's why I was asking you, because I don't know who he is either.
I'd put my house on it being a Portuguese dude who keeps getting his daughter to translate.
Yeah, but that's Katerina, though, and Antonio Pardell. Surely.
I'm telling you, guy.
Anyway, shall we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Someone needs to answer this for us, because me and Jonny always bring this up every week. Yeah, let's move on, lads. Right, so we're going to go to the Cup. You looked at the Cup and Shield, lads. That was this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So, who did you pick out as you tied the next round? Oh, who caught your eye in the Shield first? Then was there a tie? What caught your eye, Harvey?
Yeah, but we've already discussed it. The Shield result was the Newcastle Shamrock Rovers. Obviously, Division 4 beating Division 1. We obviously now know Ross Darlington's not contributing much at the moment, so it wasn't that surprise, a shock. The time when I saw it, I thought that was a brilliant result.
Yeah. Mick, you looked at the Shield, pal?
Yes, mate. Yeah, well, like I said, same way. Shock result. What are you, Newcastle? But there's some very predictable turnovers that. So there should be, like Man City 6-0, Southampton, which 4-1, which is a decent result because Bolton's not got a bad side. Stoke put up a fight. Cork City put up a fight against Stoke, only losing 2-1, and Liverpool's win. So it's some foregone conclusion. I think only shot with that Shamrock Rovers one, really.
Jonny?
Yeah, again, it's probably sounding like an echo, but yeah, I saw the result, and I thought, bloody hell. But then it's all come to light about his fitness of his team, isn't it? So it's a bit null and void, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I looked at the pick of the ties then for the next round. The pick of the ties involving you, Mick. That's a
absolutely.
Absolutely. That one jumped out. I mean, the other one was Palace versus United. Palace went down. Yeah. And it turns out I looked at the Cup and Palace had got United in the next round of the Cup as well. So they got to play each other twice in the Shield and the Cup. So that deserved a shout. So we'll go to the Cup now then, lads, which was earlier in the week. Well, the week before, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I've looked at some interesting ties for the next round. What are you picked out for me on the Cup, Harvey?
Cup for next round, I've gone for Brighton and Millwall. Dave Fletcher against Steve Partington.
Yeah, that's exactly
Ironically, they have, before tonight, they had both lost the last two games. So it's going to be interesting considering they're both doing really well.
Mick?
I mean, Man United against Palace is a tasty one, you know, matching them up on my side. I'm playing my team I support, Barnsley. So if I do manage to win, it will be with an heavy heart, you know what I mean, as they go. I mean, Huddersfield, Fulham, that seems a tasty game. I know, pretty even that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So there's some nice balanced results, fixtures out there, you know.
Yeah. How about you, Jonny?
Sorry, but I just really, the Celtic and Arsenal one stuck out for me, really. That's the tie of the round, I think.
Well, in the Cup for me, the other game, Chelsea Chelsea versus Cardiff, and Cardiff had a good win again tonight, so that one tricks it. That's a bit of a banana skin, that one for
Could
Chelsea.
be a banana skin, that.
They might, if they want to progress, they're going to have to put out a pretty decent outfit, I think, to beat Cardiff.
And like I say, he's just signed that Chelsea keeper, hasn't he? I'm not even going to pronounce his name, but
he's absolutely mopped up the Argentinian review, hasn't he, Lionel? He's had a fantastic week, and he's been active in the market.
Yeah. I mean, he does know, like I say, he's Argentinian, but he does know his own market pretty well, and he's played it pretty well as well.
He knows most markets, to be fair. If ever I want to buy a play, you can guarantee he's there. He's there in a shot. As soon as I bid on someone, bang, in comes Lionel. Frustrating, but a good manager. Right, lads. What else have we got? I think I've gone through everything I was going to say, and we've only just clocked the hour, so I think that's a cracking effort from us tonight, lads. But I'm going to go around you all now and ask if you've got anything to add on tonight's show. Mick, you got anything you want to add?
No, like I say, just what I repeated earlier. You know, if anybody's got any good ideas, and just remind them it's their show. And if you've got, don't approach me, approach James and Dunks, and if it gets go ahead, and you know, we're happy to include it. We're going to play around with this good, bad, and the ugly for a while. Me and all of us, I mean, we do us research. We'll probably get a little bit better at it. It is his first week doing that part of the show. And to be honest, I thought it went down pretty well, to be honest, Dunks. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well.
Can I just say, why don't you do TFSL on a Thursday night at 8 o'clock every week? Because really, Art is a great addition, and it covers pretty much everybody. Oh, right. Well, shut up then.
We only decided yesterday, lads. It fell on us by accident, to be honest. Because I had work commitments tomorrow, so I said, lads, can we do it Thursday? And obviously we talked about it. We had an hour's chat last night, boys, didn't we? And I think it's a good way going forward. It works for us all as well. So so people who have told me they can't come on a Friday, I'm going to be coming around and hunting you now to come on a Thursday.
There's no excuses, Dunks, now.
And also,
getting used to it now, so you can have me every Thursday if you want, if nobody else is interested.
You're one of the best guests around, mate. So yeah, it's fantastic to know you about, mate. Definitely.
Just to say as well, on the opposite side, if I know we're saying if people's got good ideas to put it to James and Rob, but also if people are fed up of anything as well, if they want to post things out there and say, you know, we're a bit tired of this or a bit tired of that, you know. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, spot on.
You know what I'd like to see videos of people, managers, losing the plot when they see the results. Them who are getting hammered week in, week out, like Ash. I want a video using it because it's all too nice around here.
I'm working out.
Some people doing potty and throwing.
Well, if we get him on show and we do live scores, we can actually see his face when his score comes in.
Exactly. Ash, you've been nominated. Get on this show.
We want him on. I've tried to get him on, and it's not his fault, actually. It's just the timing of the show. 8 o'clock time is not a good time for Ash. But
is he in bed? Past his bedtime?
Wait, I'm not giving it out, but he's got really genuine reasons, lad.
Okay. Sorry.
No worries. Jonny, you got anything to add, mate?
No, buddy, I'm done, mate.
Yeah, okay.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it as well. I think it's worked well, but let the viewers decide. One last thing. Crumb's come up with an idea, and it's not come on this show, but it will be added next week. It's to do with a chant he sings when they win at Birmingham. Okay, he posted it on the news feed. He spoke to me about it on Facebook, so he wants to challenge us, me, Mick, Jonny, to come up with our own song and any guest who comes on. Okay, we will be adding that next week, but I sprung it on Mick and Jonny too late for this week to add it into the show. Next week, that will be added. We won't actually, I don't know if we'll be singing, might do, but we'll definitely mouth or talk it. I might rap it. Tune in next week. Thanks, Harvey, for coming on, mate. Top guest. I hope you enjoyed it. Mick,
always.
Thanks for coming on, pal. Really enjoyed. Jonny, pleasure as always, mate.
Cheers, guys.
All right, and we'll see
Cheers,
you
lads.
Cheers. Good luck to everyone.